Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news update as they drop all over the world. So for now, let's start with today's news. Alright, our monitoring spirits with they call Fabrizio Romano don't come as I can they let us know say Arsenal don't submit £23 million bid for David Raya, and this bid it consists of 20 million direct fee as in cash get take, then extra £3 million in add-ons. Though our other sources don't come as already this morning, but they let us know say that bid has been rejected. I saw that bid before I went to bed yesterday night, very late to get, so as I just see I just smile, I just go sleep, only for me to wake up this morning and I'm seeing that the bid has already been rejected. And when you think of it, do you know that Tottenham Hotspur actually offered £30 million and this Brentford rejected it? Okay, so how do we think we can get the same player for £23 million when they've already rejected the £30 million offer? Okay, so now waiting me, I don't know how Arsenal think, but I know say like what the sources are saying, Arsenal are planning to come back to the table and offer a newer bid. For me, I think 30 million, we will still get the guy with 30 million. Maybe the payment structure would be different. We could be offering them maybe a 25 million direct fee and a £5 million in add-ons. So easy add-ons, we go fit they easily achievable. So that's what me I'm saying. So what we just watch and I'm going to monitor the story as they go along. I don't say last we go get this player. Now away from that, so Sky Sports, when they bring one report, they bring the statistics of David Raya versus Ramsdale for last season, and the statistics they very remarkable. Like when you check out, because you say Raya made more saves last season than Ramsdale, then he had top goal prevented, like he prevents more goal you get than Ramsdale. At the same time, passes completed, because you say Raya had 896 passes completed and Ramsdale get 592 passes completed. Like when you see this kind of things, it makes you see that Raya is better than Ramsdale on paper, you get. And for him to be doing all this with a lesser team, and Ramsdale is doing all his own with a very formidable strong team, what will can happen if Raya can enter Arsenal? How will it be? Get? So well, that's something we say that when it happen, we go really know. I see some people for the comment section yesterday, they were saying, CHUKS, why is it that when Arsenal want to sign a new player, you can't talk bad about our own player? I'm not talking bad. Listen, you may not like the statistics, but the statistics don't lie. Like the stats now, when you look at this kind of stats now, what does it prove? It proves that Raya is actually a better keeper. You get, this is on paper, not be me talking, now Sky Sports talking. So if you want to get angry at anybody, why don't you get angry at Sky Sports? Don't attack the messenger, you get. Focus on the message, you get. In fact, we should be happy that we'll be having somebody with this kind of quality coming into our team. Are we not praying for us to have the best keeper in the world? You get, to have competition, you get. When Ramsdale enter pursue Leno, Shebi we like her. So why are you scared of somebody coming in and being better than the Ramsdale that we have? Is that not our prayer? We are all saying we want Arsenal to be the best. Do you want to be the best without attracting the best to come in and usurp the people you have already? So that should be our mentality. Stop paying allegiance to players. Players come, players go. Arsenal will still remain. So focus. Look at the bigger picture. Let us build a formidable team and a formidable second 11, first and second 11. So imagine you have a keeper like maybe Raya or Ramsdale in the first 11 and have the other person in the second 11. Does that not make you happy? That should be the goal. Alright, so surprisingly, Zinchenko can't do one interview with Rio Ferdinand. With Ferdinand, they ask him, say, this inverted fullback role, we will always hear about. How does it work? Like, how do you do it? Because not only Arsenal and Man City and Liverpool contestant towards the end of last season, they carried Trent Alexander-Arnold to enter the midfield. So they were trying it and testing it out, and it was working somehow for them. So they couldn't ask Zinchenko, please explain it to us. How does this thing work? So Zinchenko got us, okay. For example, now let's say the opposition they play 4-4-2 or 4-3-3, which is a typical formation where most teams they play, right? You got to say him now as a fullback, he go enter the midfield now, come add more bodies. Now that midfield way in there, he go come run up and down. Now since opposition they play 4 defense, now they are normal, their winger, their right winger will try to assist the right fullback, their fullback, so that they're going to play 2v1 against maybe Saka. You get, or maybe against Martinelli. Because with what we do now, as a winger, when you go front, if you're the attacker now, you will need to come track back so that I will do two to deal with the winger. But now, since in day now, him go come, they will run, go towards that side. So the winger will come, they stay with him. The winger, instead of going to assist in fullback, him go come choose to stay with Zinchenko again. So if he stay with Zinchenko will come quickly release the ball to our own winger, maybe Saka again. So if I release the ball to Saka, Saka will be through with their own defender 1v1. Because in a game, for example, imagine I deliver 50 through balls to Saka, or 50 through balls to Martinelli, or 50 through balls to Sterling or Mahrez when I was at Man City. My job is done. My job is to isolate that their own winger, carry the winger join body, so that our own attacker and their defender will do 1v1. So if I give him 50 through balls, if he does not beat their own defender, that's not my business. My job is done. I've given the ball. And come to think of it, if I give Saka 50 through balls, how many times do you think Saka will beat a fullback? In no matter the kind of fullback in world football. So my job is done. Now, if the winger decides not to follow me and decides to still go and track back and help his defender against our winger, I will be free on the ball and I will do 1-2 with my midfielders in the midfield and we plan the build up from there. So either way, my job is done. You get to he can explain everything. So while I'm happy he brought clarity to that inverted fullback role, I am also not happy because everybody now will understand the concepts and they will want to try it. Because this next season, for Liverpool to try it last season, many more people said this season they will want try and get and see. And it's not like Pep Guardiola is the first person to do. They've done it before at Bayern with Philip Lam. We don't have Pep even do it. They don't even know, but I don't think he's the originator of that inverted football. But I could do more research and find out. So that's it. So I believe say this inverted fullback role, you don't get clearer. Like I've explained it in the way that you will understand the intricacies of this role. Alright, so for what we hear now, we say Tomiyasu agents going to offer him to Inter Milan for a 35 million euros deal. So Inter is highly interested in Tomiyasu because number one, he can play anywhere in the fullback role and he can play anywhere across the defense. Yes. And for the fact that Arsenal buy him from Balogun, which is in the Serie A, so they believe that he already understand what it takes to play in the Serie A. And Arsenal is seen as dispensable because it's not really, I don't think it's the first time in the pecking order of right backs or left backs, though Arsenal still need them for cover in some position. But the truth is, if a big money comes in, a big money offer comes in for Tomiyasu, Arsenal will sell them as long as they get more time to do replacements. Although some days ago, Fabrizio Romano come outside and say Arsenal are not offering Tomiyasu to anybody in the Italian Serie A. But as of today, like news they change, news they change. As of today, we are hearing that Tomiyasu's agents now actually they offer him to Inter Milan and Inter they consider him, but they don't want to pay so high. So at the end of the day, if anything comes outside of this story, I'll let you know. Now, Nottingham Forest, their imminent move for Matt Turner, it don't dey in threats, like it could collapse because of legal battles. Now, we're going to hear now say Nottingham Forest never fit pay their players and agents. Last transfer window, I think they signed up to 30 players. They just sign. So now they get so much money they never pay, and they don't bring in some players. They brought in Elanga, they brought some people now. They won't bring in Matt Turner. Now, how are you going to pay all these players? That is the major issue. So the news out there is that this Matt Turner move to Nottingham Forest, if it's not happen at the end of the day, which means Arsenal will now be having 3 professional goalkeepers by the time they sign David Raya again. So which means this Turner still needs to leave, either on loan to somewhere else or permanent move to another place. But we just watch it, just because the players and the agents are threatening to bring legal action. They won't sue Nottingham Forest to court. So whether the case will finally get to court, we never know, or whether Nottingham Forest owners will finally bring out money to settle all their debts. Let's just wait and see. Alright, so what we call here, we say Brentford don't actually leave out David Raya from their plans. Yeah, so like he's not being selected to do anything in just day because they expect him to leave. So what's the point of still using somebody where you know say he will leave? He could be training with them, but like being part of their plans, match day, all those kinds of things. No. They're not really selected for anything. Yeah, so because they feel anytime soon now he will leave Brentford, so there's no point. Yeah, so don't just watch. I wish him all the best of luck, and I pray he ends up at Arsenal, because when you see the guy's statistics, obviously you want him to be at Arsenal, wouldn't you? Alright, so away from that, so Gianluca Di Marzio, with the Sky Sports reporter and Goal.com and Sky Sports Italia, don't come outside and let us know, say, Juventus don't make new contacts with Thomas Partey over a move. In fact, Goal.com even went further to say Juventus have agreed personal terms with Thomas Partey. Now, see how the situation be. Remember in the past, at the time that talk say Juventus, they get issue with Adrian Rabiot, which is one of their defensive midfielders. Now they don't sort that one out. That was why they can't go cold on Thomas Partey, because they were feeling if Adrian Rabiot leaves, they will sign Thomas Partey as a replacement, a like-for-like replacement. Now that one don't sign. So now we're going to hear some people like Weston McKennie and people like Denis Zakaria could leave, especially Denis Zakaria, who's also a defensive midfielder like Thomas Partey. Denis Zakaria was sent on loan to Chelsea. After the loan term, then the new coach Pochettino said he was not going to sign him. The old coach wanted to actually sign him, but this new one said, we don't need to go back to your home, your parents' club. You don't go back to Juve. Now Juve, they say, if Denis Zakaria leaves, because his leaving is imminent, and Shola saying he will leave. Once he leaves, they will now come fully for Thomas Partey. That is the way they've set up. So with Partey accepting personal term, this story is gaining momentum. Like top, imagine when Goal.com is publishing in Sky Sport Italia, Gianluca Di Marzio, all those people, they tell you, say this is what is going on. So at the end of the day, now Arteta hand it, because remember in the past, Arteta came out and said Thomas Partey is not leaving. He's going to be staying with us. He's part of my plan. So is Arteta going to go back on his words? Is Partey going to be pushing, say, I won't leave? Because so these are many things on the front burner. So I don't know how it will be. So as days they go, I'm going to let you know how the updates they go. Whether any changes there, is Arteta going to change and say, okay, all right, you want to go? All right, you can go. Or, bye, you're not going anywhere. You're going to stay with us. This season is going to be a banger. Let's just watch and see. And the amount which Juve will offer is going to be a factor. Imagine Juve giving us 40 million. Almost Arsenal will collect the money. But if they were coming with 20-25 million, I don't think Arsenal will listen to them. Alright, so Chelsea also don't capture Sanchez of Brighton. Sanchez is the goalkeeper for Brighton. So as a capturer, so this one can't free up competition for us with David Raya, because a lot of people, they advise Chelsea to go for David Raya. So Chelsea signed that one now. £25 million, they already agreed fee with Brighton. So now only us on paper, they go for this David Raya. Even though they yes Bayern Munich to try to reignite their interest, they come with a permanent move and not a loan move, because the reason talks broke down with Brentford and Bayern, and because Bayern, they offer a loan move. How do you offer a loan move for a player that has 1 year left on his contract? Don't be men's. So now Bayern can reconsider. Say, okay, let us give you a permanent offer, I guess. So we'll just watch at the end of the day. But I think Arsenal is going very, very fast. So don't make our first bid, they reject them. We are planning the second bid to make sure that this player last will enter our hands. So we'll just watch. And once I even forget about that Thomas Partey deal, I forget to turn that talk. Say Juve wanted Frank Kessie, gets of Barcelona. That is why they don't even reason Partey again. So, but Frank Kessie got also won't go Al Ali for Saudi Arabia. So as he don't decide that one in a 12.9 million deal, so that is why Juve want to reignite talks. Like Juve has open talks with Thomas Partey and his camp again. So we'll just watch as everything will end. Alright, Gabriel Adonlaho said don't come outside for Talk Sports. When the talk say if him be Folari Balogun, say Shola, say himself would like to leave Arsenal, because how do you score 20-something goals at Reims and come back and find out that you are the third name in the pecking order of strikers after Gabriel Jesus, there's Nketiah before you. So the guy will need more and more minutes. That is why he wants to leave, he gets. But the problem is, say Arsenal, they carry the price go so high. We're talking about 50 million euros, which is about 45 million pounds, which no club wants to pay for now. You get. So Agbonlahor to say he will even be a very, very good squad member for Crystal Palace. And why Inter self go like, why it go make sense when you go Inter, because Inter plays 3-5-2. They play with two strikers. So he will be a good partner for Lautaro Martinez. So it will make sense for him to go there, especially when Lukaku self don't come out there. So these are the questions. So Arsenal, will they reduce their price or will they stay where they are? That's the question. So many people, they put in their inputs about this Folari Balogun. So at the end of the day, Arsenal will decide what they want, because you say the player is not part of your project. Gabriel Jesus' injury is not going to change Folari Balogun's situation, which means you still want him to leave. In one hand, you want him to leave. On the other hand, you are not compromising on the price. So I believe, say, price supposed to be flexible. You can't just say 50 million euros and it's 50 million euros. Okay, imagine this Brentford now keeper on one side, David Raya, the Thomas Frank, who is their coach, saying go like to collect 40 million. Now we don't go there, go offer 23 million. Now, how would we feel if they say that 40 million or nothing? With the offer 23 million, is it not for us to negotiate and reach a compromise and reduce their own price tag? That is the same way we should reduce our own price tag and be more flexible. That's my stand on this issue. You cannot say you don't want the player in your project and at the same time you don't want to compromise and let him go. Come on, pick a stand. So my dear Arsenal lovers, if you know what yesterday, you should check the top left corner of your screen. You'll see the thumbnail. Click on so that you get all Arsenal updates as they drop all over the world. So start signing out. Enjoy the rest of your day and get out.